What's up everybody, it's your boy Duty back again with another video, and oh my lord, I'm taking a look at our boy DSP's late night stream of what was supposed to be the Capcom Fighting Collection, and it just did not work out. Our boy Phil thought $10 was just way too much money to spend so that he can play the Capcom Collection game on the PSN network. Oh my lord. So he decided to do a free 2-hour random stream, which was just a disaster. But it was so bad that, you know, he was dying to hit the $100 tip goal. And he got so desperate, he misses wearing hats that he actually decided to put a hat on without hitting the $100 tip goal. Oh my lord. Our boy Phil must be missing those hats. And he didn't hit it today. I think he ended up maxing out like at $75 or something like that. But let's watch this clip where he gets desperate, needs to put on a hat. It's either that or he's embarrassed of that nasty haircut he has. And he started rambling on about fake OneMinuteMan. Let's watch this.
It's slightly off. I think I kicked it. I did. There you go. I kicked it a little bit off center. Now it's better. Okay. Looks like you guys want the Dumas helmet, huh? All right, we'll get it. The return of Dumas.
Oh, camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Very nice. The return of Dumas. We haven't seen him in a while.
You haven't seen any hats for a while, Phil, because you just haven't hitting it at $100 tip goal.
Real 1080p. Because my previous camera was 1080p, but it was so blurry it didn't look 1080p. Oh yes. Oh yes. Here I am.
Oh my god, he looks like a Muppet.
Yes! Dumas is here to take on the denizens of evil in Elden Ring a second time. Yes. Anyway, I look like an idiot with this thing on, but it's all good. I got another tip. $1.30 tip. This is the insanely long question that I got this morning. I'm going to read the entire question. Then I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to answer all of it, but I'm going to read the entire question. Because I want the guy to understand that I appreciate him asking the question, but a lot of it is like behind the scenes shit that has absolutely nothing to do with you guys, nor do you need to have the answers to it. All right? So let me read the entire question. Ready? What kind of precautions and safety measures have you implemented to make it that you get less chargebacks? That being said, do you think tip rewards need a refresher? Maybe for members' goals as well. Discord calls with big contributors so you can get to know them better. You did that in the past with fans. Next month's members' goal could be DSP gets to know Lisa Lou and OneMinuteMan on the podcast. Okay? So here's the deal. All right? You absolutely, positively do not need to know the behind-the-scenes workings of how anything works here with how I make money. Okay? You just don't. You don't need to know about what precautions I've put in place. You don't need to know about how I take care of stuff. That literally would benefit absolutely no one besides people who want to hurt me. I'd be a moron to explain to you how exactly how I did that. All right. Now,
The problem is, Phil, is that you make your finances public and you make it an issue for your dents. So they have every right to ask anything they want regarding your financial situation, what you do with the money. If you don't like that, then you need to stop being crowdfunded.
the second half of that, you're saying, oh, why don't you do public calls with your biggest contributors? Because I don't want to dox them. Because sadly, there are idiots on the internet who are very negative people who want to hurt people. Okay? And it's just sad because they would try to take opportunity where, if, let's say, for example, I had a Discord call with a fan of mine, they would absolutely be trying to get any information they could whatsoever out of that situation. All right. And they basically would be, for example, here's a really good example. You mentioned OneMinuteMan. You know the controversy behind OneMinuteMan, right? OneMinuteMan is someone who, for several years, has been supporting my streams on a regular basis. People have really tried to figure out who's OneMinuteMan. Some people say that he's someone who already has supported the streams in the past, but just decided to use a different name. And people have actually thrown accusations around. Like some people used to say it was only iced coffee. Some people used to say it was Planet Jeff. Some people were always just making shit up. Like they don't have any evidence of anything. They just literally just make shit up because they're so obsessed with trying to figure out who supports my content, right? Can you imagine if I did a actual real life Discord call with a contributor like that? All that would happen is it would feed trolls. It would try to get people to figure stuff out about those people. And it would be a huge problem. So the answer is no. Everything that you asked me in that question is completely personal and or dumb. I'm not doing any of that. I know what I'm doing. And whether or not that was legit or not, because it does definitely seem like a tip that was fishing for a lot of information. As if like, oh, that'd be perfect. See? Because if Phil tells us how he deals with chargebacks. And if Phil tells us or that, you know, to have these special things with events so that we have his biggest contributors be live on stream. Now we can try to get information on them and dox them. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not stupid. But thanks for the $1 tip. Spray tan.
This man is straight up delusional. This man is straight up just the elevator doesn't go to the top floor with this guy. He is so paranoid. And that's what comes with 15 years of being, you know, a hermit and being being a phobe and not interacting with people. You think everyone's out to get you, Phil. And that paranoia is scary. I mean, he's on the Howard Hughes level there. Pretty soon he's going to have long nails and tissue boxes on his foot and his hands.
Thanks for the super chat. Your message is incredibly stupid. So enjoy your ban because it's very offensive what you said. Okay. Anyway. Golden Noble says, I think I had a good question for Ask the King. I hope you'll answer it on the show. We shall see. Remember, Ask the King is happening this month. It's actually happening in 13 days. Yes, it's the Thursday before the release of the Dead Space remake. So if you would like to post up your questions for Ask the King, please type !! Ask the King in the chat. That'll bring up the link to dspgaming.com where you can post.
Yeah, nobody cares. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to show that. It just seems like Phil is trying to entice the thin heads into tipping more and showing them the head and saying, hey, don't forget the tier 2 tip goal. He did it again the other day. He was talking about the tier 2 tip goal. He actually wore his cowboy hat on the daily rap stream, and he's trying to use what we call the pignosis to try to convince the Dents to fork over the money, and it's quite pathetic. And Phil, it's not working. Especially when you can't fork over $10. Mind you, after someone tipped you $20 to watch you play Street Fighter, you couldn't bother to cough up $10 for the PSN network to play the game. You refused. So you just sat there and you did content that cost you nothing and still expected, you know, tier 2 tip goal, worthy tips for this nonsense. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.